Good afternoon. Hello. So, I'm going to get a little bit more coffee talk done today. Today's gone kind of well. Got up, did all my work. I've been to the library, picked up another couple of books, which I'm super excited about. And now I'm ready to play. So, shall we grab the game? That seems like something I should do. There we go. Okay. So we can go straight in. I'm hoping my voice, the coffee's still here slightly. So I'm hoping that that's not going to be too much of an issue. So hopefully we can just get through another couple of days of coffee talk. Oh, it's still raining terribly. Rainy season short is something. Yep. Okay, what have we got? Rachel. I'm assuming Rachel's going to come in today then. Stories? Car is down. A vampire getting pregnant, okay. Just watched this movie about a vampire calling themselves vegan by drinking animal blood. Tried it once, it was neither satisfying nor fulfilling. Synthetic is better. Are they having a pop at Twilight? Leg tattoos, indeed. Okay, let's see where we're at today. A cat. How are you feeling, Miss Rachel? As good as I can be. That background noise is so loud. Can we... Okay, so that's a little better. It doesn't sound like it's pounding in my head now. What is it? Oh, nothing. I think I'll just never get used to seeing a Nekomimi transformation is all. In a good way or a bad way? In a good way, of course. It's quite magical. Thanks. So do you need anything? A towel, perhaps? It was pouring outside when you came in. Do you have a hairdryer? A hairdryer? No, unfortunately we don't. I would literally go to the office every day in a wedding dress if only the skanks in HR would allow it. Can we like these? Oh, we should like these. Let's like things. Hey, their like count doesn't go up. Who were we besties with? Myrtle. Okay. Seems fair. Maybe. Then nope. I'm good. You sure? Oh, Misty, a little rain won't hurt me. I mean, she's a cat after all. She should be fine. I'll be fine. Alright, if you say so. Hey now, I'm no longer a kid, okay? It's been 3 years already. I aged too, you know. 3 years. It has nothing to do with that at all. The last thing I want is for a star to get ill because of poor service here. Then you just have to treat me real nice. How about making me a special drink? A special drink? What do you have in mind? Something milky and slightly sweet. And some brightness to negate this gloomy weather. Some brightness, huh? As in flavour or colour? Up to you. I mean, different colours usually have different effects, right? Alright, I'll try. Yay. Oh, and no coffee, please. Can you summarise your order for me? A colourful non-coffee latte with honey, please. Okay. So, how about a hibiscus milk honey? I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Sweetheart latte. I mean, it sounds cute. Alright. Let me know what you think about this. It's cute. Also, it's pink. Yeah. What do you call this again? We call it Sweetheart Latte. We get that in the brew pad now. Is that our first hibiscus one? Nice. I think we did good though. Cute. Thank you. Please give it a try and let me know what you think. Okay. It's not a strawberry latte, is it? It's too sour for that. Don't tell me just yet. Let me guess. Okay. Cranberry? No. But now that you mention it, it does have a similar taste to cranberry. Does hibiscus have a similar taste to cranberry? Is that true? But it's not that, right? What is it then? It's hibiscus. Oh, how do you like it? I love it. It's sweet, tart, and creamy at the same time. Why sweetheart latte though? Well, it tastes both sweet and sour. It contains milk, so it's creamy and comforting. Like a sweetheart. Ah. Sweet, sour, and comforting, huh? Speaking of sour, I'm surprised the milk isn't all curdled up. I remember at a party someone tried to mix us a mocktail using lemon, soda, and milk. It was yucky. It's because you need to use the right ratio of ingredients. Then you have to mix them at the right temperature. Additionally, you have to froth it to prevent curdling, and so what you're saying is it's not something I can make myself. Of course you can. Well, why make it yourself when I'm always at your service? Excellent response. 5 stars. Since when have you gotten so smooth, Misty? Only happens on the rarest of occasions. So it's best if you not get used to it. So, sweetheart latte, huh? A fussy but comforting sweet and sour. I see. At any rate, has it really been that long already? My last visit here was probably over a year ago, wasn't it? I believe so. It was around the time your images started to appear on buses. Right. Things just took off and suddenly I had no more free time. How are you hanging? How are you hanging? Oh. Busy, but it's good. Great even. A lot is happening actually. Yeah? Like I've been busy shooting new music videos and such. A lot of photo shoots too. I'm also set to appear on several shows and podcasts, and oh, I'm creating a new single. Oh, is that so? Uh-huh. That's great news. Congrats. Nope. Don't congratulate me yet. Oops. Okay. I'm still in the process of making it in more ways than one. What do you mean? I'm actually creating the song this time. Wow. And I'll be collaborating with AJ. Wait a second. You mean the guy who's always on your playlist? Arami Gendru? That's really cool. I know, I'm excited. Can't wait to hear it. I also had no idea you made songs. I don't know. Oh, no. I know I don't look like it, but truthfully, from the time I was a kid, it's always been a dream of mine. Writing songs. And dancing. More specifically, singing and dancing to my own songs. A one Nekomimi pop-up concert. A pop-up concert? You know, a concert that pops up randomly. You see, it happens sometimes in malls or on a popular busy street. Ah, yes. I see what you mean. You miss it and poof, it's gone. Leaving only memories of a one-of-a-kind show with a one-of-a-kind experience. Sounds rather exciting. Right? I guess I've always loved being on stage. But you know, we all wanted to become everything when we were kids. But as you grow up, you have to pick your battles. And for me, singing and dancing just come more naturally than creating my own music. At least until now. I thought to myself, if I can't do it alone, then I'll make it with someone who definitely knows what they're doing. You definitely chose the right guy. Right? I am taking in fresh inspiration, even now. Who knows, maybe I'll get inspired from your drinks too. But I'm so excited you can't believe. And so, keep an eye out for it, okay? Whenever it's out, I mean. Will do. Oh. Huh? I knew it. A blackout. Yeah. It happened before, huh? Only when the weather gets this bad. Give me a quick second. I'll turn on the generator. Okay. Wait, who's coming in? Oh, it's you. Cute. Oh, Miss Riona, welcome. Hello. Sorry about my absence earlier, I was just turning on the generator. Miss Rachel, is everything alright? Yep. I was just surprised by the thunder for a second there. Yeah, well, everything should hold on for now. Okay. Happy to see you again, Miss Riona. How are you feeling tonight? Honestly, not the best. I'm sorry to hear that. Can you make me something nice with a bit of sweetness? Of course, anything you want. I recall last time you suggested an interesting drink to me. Something with blue tea and milk? That's about right. Could you please prepare that for me? I'll make it ever so slightly sweeter this time. It's been quite a day. I think I deserve the sugar. Roger that. I have just the perfect drink for you. Okay. Then a blue latte with a hint of sweetness, please. Okay, so do we have... What recipes have we got for the pea, butterfly pea? Pea honey milk. That's what we've got for sweetness, really, isn't it? Let's brew her that. Oh, this has come out different. Dreaming blue. One dreaming blue for the... Oops. Failed messenger. Oops, I should have given this. Uh-oh. What did I miss? I just got an achievement for missing something. Blue pea, milk, honey. Oh, so it's the order I put them in makes a difference. Okay. One dreaming blue for the lady in blue who's got the blues. But I'm not wearing blue though. You have that cool blue thing going on. I love it. Thank you. Ooh, what did we get? Did that get me some... No, it didn't get me a... Gala. Oh, Gala's on his way? Nice. Anything else you need? No, it's fine. Thank you. Just one of those days? I suppose. It's one of those moments when it seems like everything is collapsing simultaneously. Not necessarily great by any means. I know how that feels. Want to talk about it? Rachel is feeling generous today. Good evening. Ah, Doctor. Long time no see. Hey, Rachel. Still a hospital admissions officer here. I know, I'm just kidding. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Hey, Misty. I'm just here for a quick drink before I get to work. But looks like I'll have to take a breather first. I'll have to agree. Please make yourself at home. So, you were saying? The lady and I were in the middle of a conversation. We were? Maybe at the beginning of one? I'll back off as if I'm being too nosy, though. I'm just very happy today. I see. Should I move over there? No, you're fine. I'm curious about how you've been doing, too. We've got to keep the momentum with Sister over there. Oh, alright then. Please don't mind me. This reminds me strongly of my very first visit here. To be frank, this may be the place where people ask me the most questions. Is that a good or a bad thing? I'm not sure yet, but I do not mind it too much. Truthfully, I do not interact with many people on a daily basis, since I'm on the road most of the time. Is that so? What do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking? I'm a groover driver. A groover driver. But I only do intercity deliveries mostly. Sounds tough. It's not as bad as it sounds. I quite enjoy driving. It helps clear the mind sometimes. Right, that's true. I drove a cab in Manhattan back in the early 60s. You did? Yes, but I had to stop after a few months since it got pretty dangerous. Dangerous? How? Because people kept trying to pick a fight with me. That's mean. Oh. I also had a few people try and skip paying fares or rob me. That sounds terrifying. And dangerous. Well, it was back in the early 60s. People weren't as kind to us as they are now. But I get why you like driving. I always enjoyed the long drive back and forth from airports. Let's see. Prior to focusing exclusively on delivery, I used to accept passengers as well. Oh, why the change? Because 7 out of 10 passengers would cancel on me. Usually right after they entered my car as well. Which resulted in my suspension. What? Why? Because I terrified them. That's just rude. I agree with Miss Rachel. It sounds so unreasonable. I must admit I look significantly different back then. It was because I never had to deal with so many people before. I was living in seclusion, far away from big cities up until that point. And so, during the appeal period, I attempted to make myself appear less frightening. In the meantime, I was permitted to make deliveries. Right. It turns out that I enjoy doing deliveries much more than I expected. So I rescinded my appeal. Additionally, the schedule flexibility allows me to focus more on my training and auditions. Did you say auditions? For what? I've been auditioning for a soprano role. Really? That sounds cool. No, it's not cool at all. Why do you say that? I've tried for years and have yet to land one single role. Oh. I've also lost air pressure in one of my tyres, by the way. Really? Yes. The officer already warned us about it too. However, I'm not yet quite sure if it's related to his case. I'll let Officer Georgie know about it when he comes in. Thank you. So yes, not a good day. I'm sorry to hear that. It's fine. I'm used to it. Aw. Sorry. Don't mind me. I'm just going to check my messages. Okay. It's nice to see you again, Rachel. Oh, same. You must have been busy. I haven't seen you around here for a while. How's Henry? Dad's fine. He's been pretty busy too. Not as busy as you, it seems. I've seen him here at least every other month or so. Really, Misty? You won't let me stay out late on my break, yet he comes here to see all of you? Well... Just kidding. I know he comes here often. It's fine, he's old. He needs breaks more than me. Right. Being able to unwind becomes more important as you get older. Be sure he gets his yearly checkups though. Will do. So what's up with you these days? Not a lot, but... Oh. I have a small problem at work, actually. Yeah, what is it? Well, as the person who handles patient admissions, I have to handle really young kids sometimes. We're not a children's hospital, so they usually come in as urgent cases. Aw. That's why I try to make the admission process as painless as possible. Just to make things a little easier for everyone involved. Yeah. Sadly, kids tend to get scared of me, which makes expediting their admissions more difficult sometimes. But you're like one of the nicest guys I know. Well, they're usually really, really young. Do you know what makes them so afraid of you? Not exactly. But I think my size has something to do with it. I still tower over them even when I get down to their eye level. They probably feel vulnerable too. Yeah, I see what you mean. Not exactly what you'd call a great combo. Not at all. Again, it's not a big deal. I'm just wondering if there's anything I can do about it. Hey, Misty? Yeah? Didn't realise it was already this late. Seems like I'll have to go soon. Can I order now? Of course. What'll it be? I'll have my usual. A mix of tea, milk and ginger. Okay, you can have tea, milk and ginger. No problem. Cute. We've still got so many undiscovered drinks. A special drink just for you, sir. Made in a jiffy without compromising quality. Thanks. It's great as usual. I can't seem to make it like you do. But it still works, right? At least for the intended purpose. It does. I'm just saying, yours is still the best, taste-wise. What is it anyway? Ginger latte? It's closer to ginger milk tea, I think. What Misty said. Either way, I've come to like it as my late night shift drink of choice, since I'm trying to cut back on my caffeine intake. For health reasons? Pretty much, yeah. I found myself better at controlling my fury that way. Ah, I see. That's good to know. Guess I'll have to rely on you in my venture into the world of tea drinking. You can count on me. I should leave before the storm gets worse. Aw. Next time we'll catch up. Okay. Alright. Sorry to leave in the middle of a conversation. Hang in there. It always gets better. Thank you. Have a safe trip. See you. What am I meant to be giving people? Oh, was I meant to give her that? Riona, isn't it? I'm sorry to hear about the auditions. Trust me, I really get how you're feeling right now. Yeah? Uh-huh. I've been rejected by agencies many times too, before I finally made it into my previous group. Miss Rachel here is an idol. Single is on the shelves behind you. Oh, that's amazing. Thanks. Do you have a reel up online somewhere? We might be playing on a different field, but I'd still love to see it. I took it down a long time ago. Why? I had to deal with a lot of online harassment. Therefore, I removed it to save myself some headaches. What? People are unbelievable. Don't mind the haters. They're just people who have nothing better to do. Right. I suppose you must have dealt with similar things before. Plenty. Comes with the fame. For better or for worse. I see. Anyway, you should keep it up. Maybe I can ask my colleagues if they know any audition leads, if you link me your reel. Are you sure? Yeah, I mean, no promises, but I'll try. I have a video if you want to see it. Of course. Let me move over there then. Ah. Wow. I might not get opera, but that was pretty nice. It'd be great if you posted more of these online. What do you mean? You have this, je ne sais quoi thing going on. An unusualness that may captivate some people. Oh, I know. You should upload your stuff on Tomo Chill. I bet many people will love it. Oh, it's alright. What's wrong? I don't think I'm cut out to have any presence online. I don't fit in with the culture. I told you, don't mind the haters. I mean, it's not just that. I might also have a complex regarding something else. What complex? You both might dislike me for this. Why? I wish to do my best in the old-fashioned way, so to speak. Meaning? It seems more appropriate for me to follow the traditional route, as opposed to using shortcuts or things that are online. Oh, I get it. I realise this makes me sound snobbish. I apologise. Who cares? Everybody is a snob in one way or another. It's true. But maybe you shouldn't limit yourself like that just yet. Well, what do you mean? The entertainment industry changes rapidly, you know? For almost 3 years I've been doing this. It takes a lot of flexibility to stay afloat. Because there's always someone who could replace you. Ah. I don't know a lot about opera, but I'm sure it's changing too. Some things aren't always better the old way, especially in the creative industry. Things stay stagnant in 2 ways. Either they're profitable, or certain people are just really stubborn. Like the past me. Back then, I thought I could only choose 1 or 2 things I was good at, and just forget about the rest. But recently, I got a chance to make my own song with a musician. I'm not the best at composing, so I really need the help. See. And the musician I'm collaborating with, he had a dream of becoming a fighter jet pilot. However, one thing or another kept him from making his dream come true. So he posted his music as a hobby on Tomochill, and just like that, bam, he hit the big. Oh. Yeah, I'm a big fan of his. In fact, all the music in this coffee shop is from his newest album. Licensed, of course. I see. That's amazing of him. You too. Don't be afraid to do things a little differently. Plenty roads lead to Rome and all that. That's all I can say about it. At any rate, I'll try asking around if they have any sort of leads. Should we exchange IDs? Do you have any? No, but I have a cell phone number. Okay. There. Thank you. Okay, Riona, I have to go now. I'll hit you up by text if I have anything. Thank you so much. Don't thank me yet. But you're welcome. Misty, I'm going. See you soon? Of course. Please come again soon. Bye-bye. Why don't they ever finish their drinks? Is the real question. So interesting. This is my first time seeing a Nekomimi up close. Is that so? Oh, how about your car? Will you be alright? I have a spare tyre. I will fix it once the weather improves. Alright. Coming here was a wise decision. I wasn't sure whether I should. Oh? In truth, I am deeply embarrassed by my conduct last time. I regret it. I apologise. Please don't be sorry. No harm done. Thank you. It's just... there are times when I, too, feel lonely. This was not my first rejection from an audition, as you may have already inferred. But... it never gets easier. Understandable. Typically, I would just ruminate about it in my car while being parked somewhere. I acknowledge it's not the most effective means of resolving my issues. Feelings. However, it is better than the alternatives. Which are none. Now you can always come here. I don't know. I feel as though I'm only bringing doom and gloom to the table here. Nonsense. Our door is always open. In the evenings, of course. So please don't ever hesitate to stop by. We'll see. Sounds like the weather will clear up soon. Does it? How do you know? Experience? Let's just say I observe the sky a lot. Especially in traffic. Makes sense. I guess. In any case, I better leave now. Thank you again, Misty. You're very welcome. Have a safe trip out there, Miss Riona. I hope she comes by again. I think this is it for today. Okay, what do we have though? Lucas, bad idea, won't do it. Okay. Sure thing. Let's see. Whose key card is this? I'll just keep it for now. Someone's apartment key, maybe. Okay. Stick that in the drawer with all the other stuff then. Okay. Let's wrap this all up now, shall we? Hibiscus tea. Cranberry-like tartness. I've never really thought of hibiscus tasting like cranberry before. Okay. I'm just going to go and get myself another cup of... Typically, this game makes me crave coffee. So, I'm just going to go and grab myself another cup of coffee before we start the next day. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be back. Okie dokie. I'm back. Let's go into September 23rd. I don't know whether the dates have got any significance in this one. Petition to combine Halloween and Xmas gains traction. No. Although, can we leave the Halloween decorations up all the way through to the new year then, though? Question. Tactical survival game to release. Belto man caught after attempting to outrun police with a Segway. I mean... oh, this cough. Okay, let's check the updates first. See what we've got. Hyde is coming in today. I love how my phone seems to know who's going to arrive in my... I'm so excited for you to see this new project. Well done, Rachel. Hooked in a game. going to write a book. Georgie Williams. Never met her before. Oh, that's terrible. It's terrible. Okay. Oh no. Seems like we're out of ginger. Oh no. That is terrible. Ah. Who's this though? Hello, Hyde. Mr. Hyde. Welcome. Hello, Misty. It's nice to see you again. How are you? Ah. Well, I'm just here. How about you? You seem a little preoccupied. Right. Sorry about that. I just learned we're out of ginger. Oh? I made a mistake on the weekly order sheet. And the remaining roots I have are no longer fit for consumption. Sounds like a rookie mistake, Misty. Oh no. I'm ashamed. Ashamed, I tell you. Our storage system is having problems because of the recent power surges. Alas, I'll stock up at the farmer's market tomorrow. Sounds like a plan. You're really busy as usual, I see. Yes, well, nothing wrong with a slow day or two from time to time. Although it's been quite a week, if I may say so myself. Oh. Well, I'm listening. Pardon? You're weak. Tell me all about it. Oh, I'm not even sure where to start. Try anywhere. After all, there's no way for me to correct an unheard story, am I right? Right. Well, the most notable problem recently would be these severe thunderstorms. Sometimes they cause our powers to short out, which messes with the machines. So in case it happens again, my apologies. I see. Warning duly noted. There has also been this ongoing car vandalism in the neighbourhood. Apparently there's a serial deflator of tyres on the loose. Officer Georgie was the one who informed me about it. We've also got a lot of new customers, and I think that's about it. Sounds eventful, even if not terribly riveting. Now, regarding the car vandalism you spoke about. Well, I drove here. To what extent should I be concerned about it? Wish I could inform you with confidence. Unfortunately, I don't know much about it, so I can answer that. Georgie. What's happening? Iced Baileys. Nice. There's nothing to worry about. Your car's going to be fine. Officer Georgie. Welcome. Hey, Misty. I managed to narrow down the vandal's strike zone, you see. Because the culprit seems to have a favourite spot. Really? Yep, and it's nowhere near here. This owner told me her car was affected as well, by the way. That's so. If she comes back, can you ask her where she parked? Will do. Appreciate it. Anyway, my investigation's still ongoing, but I'd say this area is pretty safe. So you can relax. I see. Anyway, good evening, y'all. Sorry for blocking the entryway earlier. I was finishing off my last cigarette. Because it's time to start a new one. Do you mind? Not at all. Mr. Hyde, meet Officer Georgie. He's in charge of the night patrols around here. Cheers. Officer Georgie, meet Mr. Hyde, our occasional guest from Los Angeles, a friend of Mr. Gala. Ah, the big hospital guy. Then I guess I've seen you around a bunch. Los Angelino, hey? Yeah. Not for much longer, though. Oh? I'm in the process of finalising my move back here with my modelling agency. Oh, that's wonderful news. You lived here before? For about 40 years. When did you move to LA then? Around 20 years ago. Right. Huh. Let's just say I'm nowhere near as young as I look. Oh. Models, vampires, gotcha. Then, as a native Seattleite, let me be the first to welcome you back. We got smog and there were skies. But at least our coffee is second to none. Right, Misty? I'll let you be the judge of that. Thanks for the warm welcome. Then have you moved in already, or not yet? Preparations still need to be made at the property I've chosen. I wouldn't even think of packing until it's halfway done. Makes sense. That being said, I'll be here to oversee the construction for a while. If you ever need help, let me know. Can't do much by myself, but I can find a few guys who can. Although it won't be necessary, I appreciate the gesture. It's funny. What is? Quite frankly, the police force and I had something of a contentious relationship in the past. Uh-oh. Was it a slap on the wrist and let's call it a day type of thing? Or the catch you, catch me kind of thing? All I can say is, live long enough, you'll try everything. Those are bygone years, of course. Are you sure? So, does anyone want something to drink? Of course, naturally. Anyone? After you. Well, a public servant should put citizens first. So after you. How idealistic. But I insist. After all, I'm still considering my options. Well then, in that case, what will it be, officer? Just give me something nice, Misty. Are you alright? Not that great, honestly. What happened? Never mind that for now. I got a question for you. Did you by any chance see a lighter lying around? Oh, yes I did. I have it with me. That's a relief. Okay. Misty, listen carefully. I need you to take this very, very seriously. Okay. I'll need that lighter back, okay? Okay. I mean it. I need it back. Or this streak of bad luck won't end. Pardon? Just talking to myself. Okay, yeah. I understand. Appreciate it. Would you like anything to drink? Just black coffee for me, please, but lightly sweetened. Okay, so coffee. We don't have any ginger, so let's go honey. Coffee, honey. Coffee. Sweet coffee. Oh no, I didn't give him his lighter back. Here's your sweet coffee to sweeten your evening, officer. Forgetful, aren't we? Yes, I am. Cheers, Misty. I can't. That really hits the spot. I'm glad to hear that. I've really got to start giving people their things back. Okay, brew pad. Sweet coffee. Done. Still loads more to get. What are we on here? Are we Bezies yet with Georgie? Birthday 1st of June. This doesn't scroll well. Okay, let's like their posts. Ready to make your order? Not quite. Do you have any suggestions? We have a couple of new teas if you're interested. Oh, they're butterfly pea and hibiscus flowers. Hibiscus, huh? Not an ingredient that's easily palatable when used in a hot beverage. Perfect. Make me something with it. Are you sure? We are missing some ingredients tonight. Do you have any specifics in mind? I'll let you choose for me. Just make it red and who knows, maybe it can be my new blood wine. A blood wine. It's a fake blood cocktail I used to get here, back when it was still a bar. Ah, I see. Make me a bold red drink. I'd like to see what you can come up with. Okay, bold and red. How about then red cinnamon? That's bold, right? Cinnamon hibiscus. Do I need to give Hyde? I don't think I need to give him anything, do I? Here you go, sir. Something red. So this is a drink you thought I might like? Honestly, I'm not entirely confident, but this is the best I can do tonight. Looks peculiar enough. How is it? It's tart. Astringent. Do you like it? You tell me. And I was looking forward to it. I'm sorry that isn't what you expected. Well, you did what I asked, so no need for apologies. Next time you could try making me something that doesn't taste like hay juice. You need some boldness. Something that can leave a mark in me. There is only one hibiscus drink that I have enjoyed. I'm curious to see if you can come close. I will try my best next time. Welcome. Hey, kid. There. Damn. Oh. Oh, dang. Hello, Misty. Pops, nice to see you again. What's up? What's going on? What's going on with you? Me? Oh, well, nothing much. You know what? Let me move over there. There we go. Sorry about earlier. I was preoccupied. No problem. Is everything alright? Yeah, of course. I'm always alright. Always. Because I'm a very lucky dude. Speaking of luck, did the lady ever come back? Miss Riona, yes, she did. Really? Did you manage to give her my stuff? I missed the timing. I'm sorry. What? Aw, how come? I'm so sorry. Oh, well. Whatever. I found her handle on T-Chill anyway. Oh? Not sure if she's even active, though. I'll try adding her and send her a message. I just want to apologise, you know? I'm really sorry for the trouble. Well, whatever, right? Any doodle. It's nice to see you again, Pops. Likewise, kid. Hello to you too, sir. Hyde. It's Hyde. Wait, so you're really that Hyde? The supermodel Hyde? A big shot, eh? Oh man, oh boy. I never thought I'd randomly see you in a place like this. No offense to you, Misty. Well, I follow your socials, man. Big fan. I especially love the Timeless series you did for Boundless. That's an old one. Boundless? It was a lifestyle magazine, no longer in print. Because everything is online these days. What was the series about? It was a photo series I modelled for. A bit of an avant-garde shoot. They were originally set to be displayed in a time travel themed showcase. Alas, the exhibition fell through. So they were rethemed and put in the magazine instead. Yeah, those were awesome. I liked how the series showed peak fashion through the times. Yet the designs were so contemporary. Timeless, even. Pun intended. I'd love to see that. Wait, let me show you a couple of pics from it. Hyde looks great here, colourless or not. Oh wow. You looked amazing, Mr. Hyde. Still do. Of course. It was so cool. It inspired me to find my own style too. I'm partial to the 80s inspired look myself. Really? I can't tell. It's my jacket collection. Glad it helped. I did enjoy experiencing some of those times again, even if only in garment form. Even if I was left with a melancholy feeling. But I digress. Would you like to order anything? Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, by the way, Is pure matcha milk supposed to make you feel woozy? Pardon? I tried drinking some before lunch a couple of days ago. I felt a tad nauseous. Did you have breakfast? Nope. It's really strong tea, so it still shouldn't be consumed on an empty stomach. That was the main takeaway from our conversation, wasn't it? Duly noted. Thanks. Then, can I get a pumpkin latte? Sorry, we don't have that here. Ah, for real? You know you don't need pumpkin to make it, right? Oh, I've heard that before. Yep, but I have an open mind. I just don't want anything plain tonight. How about making me something based off a pumpkin latte with what you have? Okay, so it would be coffee, milk, cinnamon. Cinnamon's the closest thing. Isn't it cinnamon and ginger? Do I need to give him any items? I don't think I do I? A cinnamon latte, warm and sweet, just for you. Sounds good. Okay, so we've unlocked the cinnamon latte then. Cool. Still loads to do. Friends, hide. Okay, we've unlocked some more of Hyde. We've unlocked some more of Lucas. And I think that's it, isn't it? Okay, sounds good. Good call on the cinnamon. Is it the star spice of the fall season after all? Or it is, yeah, you're right. Like pumpkin lattes. The warmth cheers me right up. Thanks, Misty. Don't mention it. Ooh, a good review. Getting all the achievements today. So, what's the matter? Huh? Why do you need cheering up, kid? Oh, about that. Just the usual work stuff. A few disagreements here and there, you know. Any working team will eventually have them once or twice, right? Right. What do you do? I'm a vlogger / influencer. I review a lot of lifestyle things like fashion, places, food, etc. on the social media. Sometimes I do skits and such on my channels too. And pranks also? No, Pops. No way. Real talk though, I actually hate pranks. I didn't say it before, but I hate them. A lot. Is that so? I just think they're the lowest form of entertainment. Just cheap thrills at the expense of others. Right. But yeah, getting off topic here. Sorry. So you're essentially the creator and host of your show? What does your team do? My team helps me edit, source secure sponsors, and massively boost the production quality. They're great. I owe them lots. Do you think you're doing well? Yeah, I mean, I think so. We get by pretty well. I currently reside in LA. For real? I did too before I moved here. Why did you move? Why I moved? I mean, because I hated it there. Not to crap on where you live, sir. I just think LA is not for me. No offense taken. Why did you hate it there? It's a long and stupid story. Trust me, you don't want to hear it. Anyway, sorry for the tangent. You were saying? I've been noticing an influx of newcomers there. They're loud, young, and brazen. Just like you. Yeah? The fact that you're able to make something of yourself out of such mundane nonsense. I'd say you're doing pretty well. So what's the issue? Well, I've talked about my channel situation here before, right? Yeah, you said your views were dwindling. Calling it dwindling might be a bit overkill, but yeah. That's why my team and I are trying to figure out what to do. Trying to keep the show fresh, you know? Truthfully, though, I've been wanting to change the show's direction for a while now. I even promised myself last year. Once I got a certain number of viewers, I was just going to do it. Was? Well, I've always wanted to do a talent showcase segment, you know, so I could help elevate others like me. Others like you. Yeah, like the soprano lady from before. Like those dwarf actors and actresses in TV shows. We all actually kind of have something in common. Do you know what it is? I'll make it easier for you. Think about satyrs, for example. Misty, when you hear about us, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Don't think too hard now. Just say anything off the top of your head. How about you, Pops? Sir? Probably partying, recklessness, alcoholism, or a joke, right? Is that what you think? No, but that's what most of society thinks. In the same way society views Lady Riona as a bad luck personified. All just because she happens to be a banshee. Besides, society is awful at judging people. The immediate trust they have for those who have money compared to those who had to start from zero. You know what I mean? I get it, you know? Etiquette, social cues and awareness, that sort of thing. What nurtures you when growing up reflects these things. That's what most people like to assume anyways. And I get it. Nobody has any time to learn about everybody. So we go by impressions. But as someone who started from zero and now, the difference on how people treat me is so damn stark. So damn stark that it doesn't feel at all that great, you know? Of course. So yeah, I wanted to carve a space in my work. A place where I could give exposure to those who might not get it otherwise. Then, once again, I ask you, what's the issue? My team thinks my segment idea is too risky. Don't fix what's not broken, they said. They just want me to improve what I've been doing. And you agree? They're not wrong. The risk is real. After all, I'm not responsible only for myself. I've got a whole team depending on me now. That's why I'm trying to find a compromise. At least until we become so big that any slight changes won't affect us as much. Will the world wait for you, though, I wonder? Huh? Will the world wait for you to be ready? Have you ever asked yourself that? You see, making choices is always a matter of priority. As you grow, your stake increases along with your responsibilities. As such, your excuses will continue to pile up. But given the pace at which you're going right now, I see your idealistic dream is unlikely to be realised. However, if it's enough for you to just have good intentions, well, that's another story. Wow, a little blunt, aren't we? Am I wrong, though? It's a perspective. You know, one of many. I admit, I don't know much about the entertainment biz. But you've gotten this far, boy. Who's doing things? Rachel? Because all along, you've been motivated by that specific goal in mind. Ain't that right? Yeah. That's why I wouldn't dismiss his intent so easily. Well, you're probably just a bit lost right now. Do you think I should have been gentler then? Nah. I needed the whipping. Those words were hard to swallow, but I needed to hear them. Are you okay? Uh-huh. Well, there's a lot I need to think about, so I should go. Nice seeing you, Pops. And thanks for your advice, sir. Misty, thank you too. Hang in there. Yeah, you all too. See you around. Ugh. I've stayed too long already, so I better go do my work now. Don't want to get my pay docked, you see. Nice meeting you, Hyde. We'll see each other more often soon, I'm sure. Hopefully nothing work-related. Have a good night, officer. You too, Misty. Be safe out there, officer. Will do. Until next time. Cool, cool, cool. Everyone's abandoning me. I suppose I should leave as well. I'll be back before long, though. Please do. All right, then. Have a good evening yourself. Safe trip out there, Mr. Hyde. Okay, so we're another day down. A masala chai. It's so pretty. Okay, so we've got time for another day. We're all friends. Okay. Another achievement. Pinging through. Inumimi and werewolves may share common ancestry. Archaeologists say, okay. Lionfish invasion decrease. A successful trial. Countries to block foreign entry amidst unknown livestock bacterial infection. Wow. There's something missing from the drawer. Did I misplace it? It looks like bad weather again tonight. Let's hope it doesn't bring bad tidings. I don't know. I think it's a very nice colour scheme. You guys just settle yourselves in a second while I... Baileys. We haven't seen Baileys yet this time. So that must be all of my bad traffic. Could use your cup of tea. Tons to think about. Okay, so we've checked on everybody's stories. Well, I think it's lacking something. It's too dainty. Dainty? What would you like then? Red, black and purple? That wouldn't be the worst. Okay then, why not? But you have to commit to it. No takebacks this time. Bay? I don't know. Maybe. Let's take a break from the topic. I only have time for a quick drink before I go back to work. And it's not like we're going to decide now anyway. Maybe that's the problem. How are we supposed to plan this wedding if we keep postponing every choice we need to make? Hey, Misty, what do you think? Pale green, lilac and daffodil yellow, or red, black and purple? Hey, don't put Misty on the spot. Yeah, it's quite alright, it's just that I wouldn't know. This is your wedding, your opinions matter, not mine. Don't stare at me like that, Baileys. Trouble is, we don't know what our opinions are. And when we think we do, we change our mind. It's like the centerpieces. Oh, please, can we not talk about that now? I really thought we'd agreed on the cute cottagecore ones. The ones you spotted on Tomoda Chill. I mean, they were your pick in the first place. They were, but they were also too expensive. We have to be realistic. The weddings in general are expensive, especially when you want to have 200 guests. That's a low blow. I can't just disinvite my extended family. The key word is extended. Do you even know half of these people? It's not the issue. If I invite one of them, I have to invite them all. It's like a domino effect. Besides, they'll be paying for part of the wedding. I still don't think they should. I can pull my weight. If we have to choose, I'd rather we have the beautiful things you like, even if it means we have fewer guests. Well, if my family's not chipping in, we might not be able to afford it either. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I don't want our wedding to be just some random meal with a bunch of people we're not even that close to. And I said I'll make sure we can afford a dream wedding. Or die trying. I don't want you to. Saved by the bell. That's work. I really can't linger. I think I'll have that drink now, Misty. Of course. What can I get you? Something that will keep me awake. I still have work to do when my head hurts. So I guess strong coffee would be good. With a nice spicy kick, please. Any preference on the spicy kick? No. Any strong coffee with spice will do. Okay, so should we just go coffee? What will give me spice? Ginger, coffee, ginger. Let's go with that. I don't know, I'm just making coffees up now. And a jar to brick for the lady. I don't even know how to say that for the lady. Oh, an oldie goodie. Perfect. I can feel myself relaxing already. Okay, so my brew pad. We now have coffee, ginger. Still many to get. Have we unlocked a little bit more of Lewis? Nice. Okay. What? You're weird. That thing doesn't smell relaxing to me at all. You're weird. I guess we're both weird. That we are. My lovely weirdo. My perfect misfit. Ah, you're too cute. This is so much better. It really is. Have I mentioned I love your smile? Never enough. Ugh, disgusting. I'm going to need something real spicy to wash this down. And I'd love to serve it to you, Hyde. If Bailey's doesn't want to order, that is. Hyde, sorry, didn't hear you come in. Yeah, I know. You were too busy doing whatever you were doing. Hey, Hyde. Go ahead. Get yourself a drink. I can wait. I'll stick here for a while anyway until Lua properly gets off work. All right then. Did you hear me, Misty? Spicy is the name of the game. Any preference on the spice or the base? Nope. Just make sure it's got a spicy kick of something, then double it. Okay, so shall we do him what about coffee ginger? What does this get me? A ginger coffee? That's what it gets me. Here you go. There should be plenty of spice in this. It does smell like it. And tastes like it. Well done, Misty. This is the kick I needed. I'm glad. Alright. Back to the lovebirds here. Oh, did we get an extra thing for Hyde? Oh, why is it so difficult to use this phone? Hello. No, but we do have stories maybe. Dad just found a missing photo album of my childhood. Cool. Cute. Okay. Your family troubles have sorted themselves out, yes? Still on the marriage track? Yeah, we are. We definitely are. Not getting too bored? Not really. Turns out planning the wedding is, well, suitably entertaining. That's one way of putting it. Can't wait to be at the marriage stage of it, to be honest. Could you sound any less enthusiastic? Hey, there they go again. Good to see that some things don't change. And such a dramatic backdrop too. You should start serving popcorn, Misty. I'd be more enthusiastic if we didn't fight about it every single time. No, I'm not engaging with this right now. I've got to go to work anyway. Right. And I'm going to have a drink. Bye, Misty. Bye, Hyde. See ya. Ugh. Well, what can I make you, Mr. Baileys? I think something warm, sweet, and comforting, please. A hot chocolate, perhaps? Yes, chocolate with honey and milk could work. Okay, can do. Chocolate with honey and milk. There we go. Here we go. Here's your hottie chocolate. Okay, is that the first hot chocolate? Oh no, we've done a dark chocolate before. Okay. Oh, that's got me a little bit of extra with good old Bailey's there. Cool. Here we go. Here's your hot chocolate. Perfect. Oh, this feels so good, Misty. It means a lot that you're always looking out for all of us. On a miserable night like this, it's heartwarming. But of course, you're our valued customers. I hope Lua didn't get soaked. You do care a lot about her. Of course I do. Then why all the fighting? If you tell me. This wedding is bringing out the worst in us. Since we sorted out the situation with my family. You mean since you cut them off? Yeah. Since I stopped talking to their judgmental faces, Lua and I haven't fought about anything. Until now. Every time we try and organise this thing, it's like we become different people. Let me ask you something. Go ahead. What do you want from this wedding? How do you mean? It's not complicated. I'm just asking what you want. If you close your eyes and picture the day, what do you see? Honestly, I have no clue. I know Lua is there, but that's about it. That's not a bad start, in truth. But if you don't have specific expectations, why don't you just let her do what she wants? Huh. You make it sound so easy. I want her to have what she wants. That's exactly what I've been trying to achieve. I've been picking up on everything she's liking on Tomoda Chill, every wedding picture she's pinning online, all the places she finds cool, all the fashion designers she follows. She deserves to have all that, to have a special day. But every time I make a suggestion, she won't hear of it. She says it's too much, too expensive, too this, too that. Is it? Too much? Too expensive? That's not the point. I don't want her to have a shabby wedding. Just because I'm estranged from my family, I want her to have what she wants, what she deserves. Proper princess wedding. You're remarkably presumptuous, young man. Mr. Hyde. No, that's all right. I know Hyde helped Lua back in the day. If he's got something to say, I want to hear it. Good, because I was going to say it whether you like it or not. You're sitting here going on about everything Lua should want. As if you could know what's in someone else's heart. Even when you love someone. No, especially when you love someone. You should never presume to know what they need. Lua is the only one who can tell what Lua wants. But that's exactly the problem. When I ask her, she always says she doesn't know. Then give her time to figure it out. It's not going to help if you pressure her with 1,000 suggestions a minute, or if you try to force her into some sort of princess wedding, just to make you feel good about yourself. But what if we take so long that we reach old age and we're still not married? If you reach old age and you're still together, married or not, I think that counts as a win. And since we're talking about taking some time, you should also use that time to figure out what you want. Otherwise, the best you'll get is a wedding, based on your skewed idea of what Lua's wedding should be. That sounds pretty sad to me. Well, that wasn't pleasant to hear, Bailey's. But it also wasn't wrong. Give her time and figure out what I want, huh? Sounds so simple. Should have thought about that before, I guess. You're not bad at this tough love thing, are you, Hyde? Perhaps I should consider a career in couples counselling. That doesn't sound nearly as much fun as modelling, doesn't it? Modelling gets old after a while. I thought you were having a good time in LA. I was. Until I wasn't. I'm moving to Seattle, in fact. I kept my contract with the agency just in case. There aren't many modelling jobs to be had there. Really? What are you going to do then? Go back to my mafia dwarf buddies, of course. Come on, I'm obviously kidding. Are you? I wouldn't go back to them. I'd go back to being chased by them. Besides, I checked in on them, and everyone I used to find entertaining has retired now. Meanwhile, their grandkids manage the whole enterprise, like it's some sort of startup. Are we seriously talking about the mafia right now? That's for me to know, and for you to wonder about. Mr. Hyde likes to play a little. Guilty as charged. I can't help it. When I see an earnest face, I have to tease it. I'll take that as a compliment. But also, what's wrong with managing things like a startup? That sounds like a pretty efficient approach, right? You young people. Impatient in business like you're impatient in love. Efficiency isn't everything. I have all the time in the world. I don't care if things are done fast. I want them done right. Maybe you should go into slow fashion. Or fine arts. If you paint with oils, that'll take some proper time. Fine arts were the first thing I got good at a few centuries ago. But my style isn't trendy nowadays. Too much. What? Whatever that is, lighting. And putting blue in skin tones isn't novel anymore. If you're insinuating that you're Rembrandt, shh. If my mafia buddies find out, I'll be in trouble. You're always joking around, Hyde. But for all that you don't sugarcoat your advice, you're a pretty great listener. I hope you also have people who listen to you. I'm moving here to be closer to them. What was that? Nothing. I believe your phone's ringing. Ah, it's Lua. She's done with work for the day, finally. In a hurry to leave here, Mr. Bailey's? No, not at all. But I am looking forward to going home. And keeping bickering? Nah, I don't think so. I had an epiphany just now. Must be something in the drink. I'm going to leave the topic alone for a little while. Good elf. Enjoy your night then. I think I will. Thanks, Hyde. And thanks, Misty. Of course. Have a good night, Mr. Baileys. Mr. Hyde. What was that about the mafia and modelling and fine arts? Are you genuinely considering a career change? All I'm considering right now is whether my car got nicked. I know old man George has said this area is safe, and it's a bit of a pile of junk. But it's a pile of junk with sentimental value. I sense a story. It's quite a story indeed. But I'll make it short, because it's getting pretty late. I got this car many moons ago, back when Gala was my bodyguard. I'd been stuck in Seattle for a while, working day in and day out. At some point, I decided that I needed a proper break. But, you know Gala, he's a bit of a stickler for the rules. There was no way I could have a night out in the middle of a big job. Not on his watch. So you slipped his watch? You know me so well, Misty. Some friends and I, we decided to get together. I was to provide the ride, they provided the entertainment. I did the usual thing. I waited until Gala was sound asleep. Then I left a pile of pillows under the duvet, hide-shaped, and I snuck out of the hotel room. There was only one problem. Gala was my chauffeur as well. He had your car keys. He had my car keys. And I wasn't about to poke the beowulf. So I went to the nearest dealership and got the cheapest car I could find. I only intended it to keep it for the night, you see. I'll spare you the details, but my friends and I, we drove to a lovely spot with a view. For the sort of action which, I admit, might appear ambiguous from the outside, but to me was very enjoyable indeed. We were right in the thick of it, when suddenly we hear a tap on the window. Let me guess, that was Gala, the wolf himself. He peers inside, then he starts banging on the door so hard the whole car is shaking. We all just kind of freeze, and then he says, "How dare you kidnap Mr. Hyde?" Opens the door and tosses my dates outside. Mr. Hyde, you're not winding me up, are you? Oh, Misty, I wish. Sorry, it still sends me into a fit just to think about it. A princess carried me out of the car, if you can believe that. That's a conscientious bodyguard if I ever heard of one. Right? Truly earning his yearly bonus. I didn't even have the chance to explain the situation. At least not until he removed my gag. Gala acted like he was angry, but in reality he was mortified. If not as mortified as my dates, whom I had to pick out of the grass. Poor Gala. Misty, I see where your allegiance lies. Personally, I say, poor me. I never saw those lovely friends again after that fiasco. But I couldn't be angry at Gala, even then. In fact, I found his chivalry rather charming. He didn't seem to find my antics quite as charming, though. He had woken up, hadn't found me, and was already suspecting the worst. And that was before he discovered me in a strange car in the middle of nowhere, in a compromising position. I think he was truly terrified on my account. So he stopped talking to me for a few weeks. It doesn't sound unfair. Yeah, I suppose it wasn't. He also wouldn't give me my car keys back. I got stuck with this old thing you can see outside. And the worst of it is, if you can believe it, I decided as a grand gesture to chauffeur him around in it. He stopped sulking really quickly after that. I suspect he wasn't a huge fan of my driving. Anyhow, I decided to keep the car in the end for whatever reason. My car collection had some serious turnover, but this one isn't going anywhere. I must have replaced everything inside it a dozen times over, and it's very banged up. but I guess I've grown fond of it by now. We're both a little stuck in time, this car and I. You're rather more sentimental than I thought, Mr. Hyde. Sentimental? That's what you took away from that story? I suppose you're right. Good thing it's only us here. I can plausibly deny this conversation ever took place. Still, the rain has stopped, and this is my cue to go, before I lose all my remaining cred. I hope the car is safe and sound. So do I. And Misty? Yeah? Nah, nothing. Have a good night. Okay? Good night, Mr. Hyde. Safe journey home. The end of another day. Have we got time? Yeah, we've got time for one more day. Yay! Okay, one more day it is. September the 25th. Okay. What's the newspaper got for me today? First wave of visa applications to Europe projected for failure to include passport signatures. The rise and fall of Weirdstein box offices, a brief history, interesting. Sold out replica astronaut suits experience an extreme increase in sales. Okay, let's just check the Tomoda Chill first. Have we got anything here? Does this help me? This is much better. Okay, so stories. Road construction. Trucker fell asleep and crashed. Oh dear. Rachel. I wonder how everyone's doing. Does everything happen for a reason or nah? Interesting. Okay, I hope the power hiccups didn't affect the machine too much. This is a very slow start. Here we go. Right in the nick of time. Who've we got today? Hey, welcome you two. It's a relief to see you safe and sound. Hi, Misty. Yes, we're also very relieved. It was a little scary last time. We analysed the events of the evening and found them 31.45% frightening and 68.755% distasteful. Leaving in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat. Hopefully this will be a quieter evening. Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow, greetings are customary in cafes, bars, and restaurants, are they not? Therefore, good evening. Even if in reality it should be good night. Oh, we find that very strange. That good evening is a way to say hello, but good night is a way to say goodbye. Is this assuming that you never start an encounter at night? Because that theory would appear to be empirically wrong. For example, this is the second time we meet, Earthchild, and both times have been at night. Our 100% sample does not bear out the aforementioned premise. Additionally, the very concepts of evening and morning seem only marginally. Amanda? Yes, what is it? I think Misty tried to interject a couple of times. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, Misty. No. It's alright. I didn't have anything important to say. The truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have a circadian rhythm. Earthlings are creatures of habit, I suppose. They get attached to certain ways of using language, and often don't question the actual meaning of words. Yes, at least in this particular case, no one's getting hurt. Since I arrived here, I've observed that some thoughtless uses of language can have much more oh my days, can have a much more painful effect. Indeed. We see, and we agree. And we apologise for interrupting you, Misty. Don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have been in somewhat heightened mental states. We have been finding Earth quite curious. Extraordinary, even. We are keen to absorb as much information as we can during our visit here. It seems to us our siblings who previously visited Earth came back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We are excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth studies. Our return to the hive will be triumphal. Of course, we do not do such things for the glory, but still, we are looking forward to seeing our work recognized. So are you a scholar, Miss Amanda? Yes, that is a good equivalence of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territories. It sounds very impressive. Oh, DGAPCT is much less impressive than our siblings' mission. Silver is an explorer and an adventurer. He is deserving of respect. And his mission to find a prospective partner is of the utmost importance. Still prospective, huh? No progress on that front, I take it? Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Very intriguing. You're always so professional, Misty. You rarely ask direct questions. But I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right? What is gossip? Gossip is information about what goes on in other people's lives. Oh, we see. So it's like data on individual beings, then? Yes, that sounds right. We love gossip. What is wrong with it? Nothing at all. And I would love to listen to yours. But let me at least make you a drink first. We must consider our choice of drink carefully. We suggest our sibling goes first. Are you ready to order, Silver? I have an idea, yes. Can we expect an interesting new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all. A barista? How am I? Oh, you mean the cafe? Yes, you mentioned you were opening one, didn't you? I am, after a fashion. But I'm not focusing on drink menus just yet. Also intriguing. I promise I'm not just withholding information, Misty. But things are a little complicated. Is it alright if we start with the drink? I'll try my best to explain everything afterwards. That sounds good to me. Then, I think I'd like something simple tonight. Do you remember the first drink I ordered when I came here years ago? Wasn't it a coffee-based drink? It was, a coffee drink. And I think you mentioned it was very bitter. Bitter and tart, right? Yes, I think that's right. A bitter and tart coffee drink. Okay, bitter and tart would be ginger. So let's give him the ginger. The ginger coffee, maybe? Do we have anything to give him? Should we give him the... Let's give him this. Proceed. What's your pocket? Okay. I got it off the agent last time he was here. This is quite something. Thank you, Misty, truly. You can't know how much it helps, but it really does. Don't mention it. I thought, maybe you'd find a way to put it to good use. I'm sure I can figure something out. You seem to have grown quite creative over the months. I guess I have, somewhat. I'll let you know how this plays out in the end. Thank you again. Here's your drink, Silver. Coffee-based, as you asked. It smells good. But it's not quite the drink I had in mind. Isn't it? It's alright. Don't worry about it. I'll drink it anyway. Sibling, we meant to ask. How did you choose this specific Earthling appearance over another? Our observation is that Earthlings come in a great many varieties, with a near infinity of combinations. Did you run a random generation algorithm? Oh, no. It wasn't random at all. Even if at first it wasn't a conscious process. I chose the way I look because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, I had a hard time understanding this world and its rules. But there were already some things that I could relate to. Some things that felt familiar. Like Hyde's eyes, that always seemed to see beyond the surface. Or Gala's outfit, which is a sign of kindness and trust. I borrowed those traits from them without even realizing. You took inspiration from them. Yes, our species seems to have the ability to do that. But Gala's fashion I couldn't keep after all. It came with responsibilities. People stopped me all the time to ask me for medical advice. I can see how that would be problematic. Yes, but then I found this fictional universe where all the stories take place in the stars. So I changed my outfit to imitate theirs. And at some point, it all came together. One morning, I saw myself in the mirror and I felt right. Like the way I looked matched who I was. It made me feel at peace. So although I look different now from when we first met, and although I have learnt the ways of this world a bit and have grown a bit, in many ways I still feel the same. Different but same. Yes, different but same. It makes sense to us. It really does. Oh, is this Laurel? Who's Laurel? No, this is from Pearl. Still no news from Midge? We think the odds are now 84.308% that she is phantoming you. Do you mean ghosting? We mean phantoming, as in when you think you hear a sound, but your ears are merely playing a trick on you. We thought we had established a hive connection with Midge, but it was only a phantom sound after all. Anyhow, what is Pearl saying? That her calendar might clear up soon if I want to meet up. Ooh, Silver. It sounds like things are going very well indeed. I think it may be time to tell you a little bit about this. But we wish to order a drink as well. Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Amanda. Our apologies, but the machine is having issues today. We'll let you know as soon as it's working again. Curious that Earth drink-making skills are so refined, yet so unreliable. This is a land of contradictions. It sure is. But do carry on, sibling. Right, so I've been relying on Amanda to help me with the online part of online dating, and it's been working really well. On average. There have also been some small issues. Earthlings are strange. Online dating has a reputation for emphasizing that, yes. Some Earthlings express their interest, but when you say hello, they never answer back. While in real life, saying hello is a starter for 99.8.45% of conversations. It seems that online, more humorous or breeding-oriented openers are favoured. However, if an opener is entirely horned, it is considered out of bounds and angrily dismissed. Horned? Yes. That is when prospective partners send you close-up pictures of their horns. People do that. Oh, yes. I think it would be fine after a bit of conversation. If we get into the mood and they ask me first, I'd probably say yes. Horns can be really pretty, you know? But it feels very strange when that's the first thing they do, before they even write a single word. I can imagine. And then sometimes Earthlings express interest. But after reading a joke that is statistically funny 99.9.08% of the time, they answer with a sad face and block communications. Funny for you 99.908 of the time. Yes. Fortunately, online dating is governed by the law of large numbers, which favours persistence. We are patient. Amanda has been spending a lot of time on the app, and it's started to work out. I'm now having conversations with some really nice people, especially Pearl. We prefer Laurel. Her facial features are more symmetrical, but Silver seems to favour the asymmetrical Earthling. It's just, she sounds like a really good person. She's a communications director for a charity that fights homelessness. She cares about other people a lot. I don't think she's been very lucky in return. But she's very funny and curious of everything, and her smile. Please desist. We can sense your hormones boiling. And she's the person you might be getting a date with? I really hope so. Do you have a day and time for your date? No. This is on a different topic. Please excuse me. Okay, bye. So I take it you've been enjoying your time on Earth, Miss Amanda? Or not? No, we have been enjoying it, but we also see the limits of it. How do you mean? We are a hive mind. A hive mind knows no boundaries or limitations. We share all our thoughts and desires. It is not difficult for us to connect. We are born connected, but Earthlings are guarded. They have complex emotions, and they have no means of truly knowing what anyone else feels. That makes them afraid of judgment and of hurt. It must be very difficult and painful for them to connect deeply. There is so much they must let go of first. We could not live like that. You said that online networks were like a hive? Like a hive, but not a true hive. A true hive requires honesty and directness, as well as a desire to deeply understand others. I see. You don't think you could ever adapt? Excuse me, hiccups? The way Silver has? Silver is different. Even when he was part of us, we could sense him looking outwards. That is why he has become such an amazing explorer. And that is why he made the effort to learn Earthlings' codes and behaviors. He did not just want to understand. He wanted to experience. We are not like him. We like to seek knowledge on what is different from us. But once we have that knowledge, we are satisfied. Uncovering it and bringing it back is what makes us happy. This is curious. It seems we are picking up some Earthling instincts after all. It is a good thing that our data readings here should soon be complete. And Silver's on his way to getting a date. It would appear so. Amanda, we have to go. What, again? The call was bad news. The agent. Too late. Just hide behind the counter. Quick. Good evening, Mr. Agent. We apologize, but our machine has been having issues. We cannot serve drinks at the moment. You know very well I'm not here for drinks. I'd rather not involve any more civilians in this, though. Oh, do you mean me? I'm sorry, but can't whatever this is wait for another night? I haven't finished my drink yet, and it looks like rain again outside. Well, here's something that can't wait, for starters. Barista, did you happen to find an ID card lying around? An ID card? Not that I can recall, no. I certainly hope you're telling the truth. Mr. Agent, you seem to always doubt me. But you've been here several times already. Surely you should see by now that I'm not lying. Well, you're awfully good at avoiding straight answers, and Losing an ID card sounds very troublesome. Back when I worked at a delivery centre, they would make us pay a lot to replace lost ID cards. Ugh. That's not even the start of it. My job is a lot less forgiving than a delivery centre. I'm very sorry to hear that. What's your job exactly? We uncover illegal aliens and extradite them, which is why I've been coming here in the first place. We keep getting tips that there have been alien sightings around this cafe. Speaking of which, have you noticed anything out of the ordinary, young man? I can't say that I have. I don't come here all that often, but it's always seemed very above board to me. Are you sure the tips aren't a prank? It seems that some young people enjoy those as a pastime. There are very popular videos of them online. That maybe it is, but I still have to investigate properly. Otherwise my superiors will have my head on a platter. But you can't waste your time on a cold trail either. Surely your superiors will see that you've done your best. I doubt that. They're a bit obsessed with the alien situation. Obsessed? Is it really that big an issue? Well, having such unusual elements around disturbs the public peace. Your average Joe has no clue what to make of them, you know? It makes people feel unsettled. I see. Although the visible aliens aren't too bad from where I'm standing, at least we can identify and extract them. Aliens who try to pass for Earthlings are a bigger problem. Well, why so? For one, it just muddles things. No matter how much they try to look like Earthlings, they were born aliens, and aliens they will remain. But now they're aliens who don't look like aliens. What does that mean? You know, and where does it stop? What if some Earthlings decided they wanted to look like aliens? That would be a huge mess. Would it? Anyway, the top brass insists that we go after them. And in the end, that makes my job a lot harder. All that time spent detecting them. Give me a good spacesuit wearing alien any day, you know? Oh, but don't you worry about a thing. We at Fire always find a way to keep the public safe. I see. So how do you go about detecting them exactly? That one's easy. Once I have my suspicions, I check their ID. That makes it all clear, right? Right. I do wonder though, what is it? And I'm sorry if I'm being too curious. I have a habit of putting my foot in my mouth. No, you're good. No harm in asking. In that case, what is it that makes aliens so very different? There are all sorts of people living here. They all have different personalities, different looks. And for me, when I walk through the streets of Seattle, and I see that no two people are alike, I'll admit that makes me very happy. So if someone comes from further away, but they feel like an Earthling at heart, would they really be more different from the people who live in this city? Then the people in this city are different from each other? Or would they just be another version of an Earthling? Perhaps no less beautiful. You know what? At the end of the day, I don't know, nor do I care all that much. Just trying to get the job done here. But you sure have opinions, don't you? You wouldn't happen to be friends with aliens yourself, would you? No, surely that is. You do know that harbouring illegal aliens is a crime? What was that? The coffee machine! Just a coffee machine. It seems to have restarted now. That's a relief. Right. This is getting more suspicious by the minute. Stand aside. I'm going to conduct a search. What the heck is this? If I'm not mistaken, this is a local cat. It's come over once before. Looks like it might be hiding from another stray. It's very cute. It's also irrelevant to the current... Ow. Drat. I have an emergency elsewhere. But if either of you think you're off the hook, you're sorely mistaken. You'll be hearing from me soon. Interesting, interesting. Does the cat want milk? Let's just check. Silver. Okay. Silver, you're trembling. That's all right. You can come out now, I think, Amanda. Well, we found this experience 100% distasteful. Actually, it was 40.235% distasteful, 20.834% scary, and 38.931% exciting. I apologize. This is just nerves. We are truly sorry for this disturbance. It's not your fault at all. But should you be sticking around here, the agent might come back. No, I lured him away, at least for now. You did. Although it's a good thing that the little cat came when it did. It bought us some precious minutes. What sort of earthling are you? We see. Do you speak cat? We can feel this earthling's intent better than usual. It's expressing it clearly. It wishes to rest and be left alone. I feel all out of sorts. Is the machine really working again? It is indeed. Then make us a drink, and one for Silver as well. The same one should be fine for both. Just make it hot and comforting. What would you like, sibling? I think I need some sweetness right now. I would really appreciate a hot, very sweet, comforting drink. Okay, so what about if we do chocolate? I don't think that's right, is it? What about warm? That's still bitter. That's bitter. And that's bitter. And also bitter. Okay, so let's go with chocolate honey honey. Honey chocolate. Here you go, plenty of sweetness in this. This tastes amazing. Thank you, Misty. This really is my kind of drink. It is very thick, is it not? The viscosity of this seems to be nearing 10,000 CPS. We like how different this experience is from the drink you served us the other night. I'm impressed, though, Silver. You've become quite savvy at navigating these situations, even if I'm sure you'd rather avoid them altogether. Yes, I would definitely prefer to avoid them, but I need to get used to them anyway. It does sound like you got suspicious today. That's far from the worst of it. What do you mean? Misty, you know the cafe I said I'm opening? Yes. Well, it's not exactly like this cafe. In fact, it's not exactly a cafe at all. For the past few months, it's been the basis of operations for SAVE. SAVE? SAVE. Society for Aliens and Various Extraterrestrials. Wow. I know, it sounds very reckless. No, it sounds rather admirable. I think I underestimated you. I don't know. But you see why I've had to become savvy, as you said. I have a lot of people depending on me now. Those who are just arriving to Earth and are confused and scared. Those who have adopted Earthling appearances and are trying to blend in. Those who are learning how to understand life here and how to understand themselves. For all of them, it's an existential matter. Not everyone is meant to be a hive mind, and I know I wasn't. No offense, Amanda. We are not offended. We have always known you were different from us. It is all the same to us. You are our sibling, whether you live as the hive or as an earthling. Amanda, I really do love you. What is love? That is not a conversation I think I can have right now. I'll explain it to you tomorrow, okay? After we both have a rest. We will remind you of it. I know you will. I think I'm getting a little tired now. Is it alright if we go back? Absolutely. Our energy is also 98.429% depleted. Silver, is there anything we can do to help? No, I don't think so. Thank you for offering, really. But you have a different part to play in all of this, and you've been playing it very well. You're very kind. Well, in that case, have a good night, the two of you. And please come again soon. You'll always be welcome here. Us and many others. We know, and we're grateful. Good night, Misty. I'd say good night to the cat, but I don't think it needs my wishes. Good night, Misty. See, now we can use good night. We find it rather odd that... Maybe we should continue this chat while we walk? All right. What a night. This has been a great deal more animated than we bargained for. And I suppose we have a new four-legged friend now. I wonder what you're doing here, little one. Don't you have a home? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Oh well. I guess it's time for you to let me close shop. Silver, it's an honor to be related to someone like you. STMJ. Nice. Milk, egg, honey, ginger. Okay. So, I'm going to just get to the point where I can save another day. And then we're going to save. Ooh. Save. Yes. Day 8. We're going to go to the main menu. And I'm going to leave that there for this stream. I'm just going to go and see if there's anyone we can raid super quick. Oh, what a day. I do like that game, but I do get a little bit... My throat does not like all the talking. All the talking. Boo. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if there's a raid we can go for. Let's go raid Gabs. Gabs is on. We'll go raid there. Okay, so as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting to me. Thanks for following and all that stuff. Super appreciated. And I will hopefully see you next time. Bye.